Hello, I am Quinny, welcome to the channel. In this video today we're going to be putting Montreal under the sorare microscope. I said Montreal because I don't know where to call them, Impact or Club de Foot, or I think they've changed their name again, I'm not too sure. But we're going to be looking at Montreal. Montreal are definitely not one of the glamour franchises in MLS, but I actually found a wee soft spot for Montreal myself when they got to the Champions League final with Drogba in the team. They had a Scottish guy in the team called Malice, and he played pretty well in the final. I watched it, and I got a little affinity to Montreal back then, but they're not that exciting to watch, must be said. It's been more heartbreak than anything. But at the moment, Montreal are formidable, and in terms of SO5 on Sorare, some of these cards are really showing themselves to be really consistent, really reliable performers. If you haven't opened your Sorare account yet, there's a video linked in the description in this video that is the #1 walkthrough that I've made that will make sure when you open your account, you don't make any beginner mistakes and you maximize all the free items available. If you have any other questions or need any other assistance, just reach out to me in the comment section in this video and I'll get back to you. And if you're just here looking for the link to get the free card once you sign up, that is also in the description in this video. Make sure when you hit the link, you sign up directly to make sure that it correlates and entitles your account to a free limited card. So today I'm going to build the best Sorare, the best SO5 team I can for Montreal and try and see just utility wise where's the best place to play Montreal cards and what sort of bang for buck do we get out of Montreal. At any point in the video today, if you laugh, you learn, you like something or whatever, please do like and subscribe, share, retweet, all that good stuff, guys. Stay out of trouble and let's get stuck into it. If you could hit the subscribe button, I do daily global football content, everything from Wonder Kids and Rising Star Managers to fantasy football and watch-alongs. That will also automatically enter you into my April giveaway. This month I'm giving away a rare under 23 goalkeeper in the Turkish Superliga, Diego Souza, and 2 limited goalkeepers. If you want to stick around to the end of the video, we'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Now, Montreal have been very consistent in their shape. Their form hasn't been that erratic. They've been really solid, especially at home, as you can see here. At home, they're no one's mugs. They're not a terribly high-scoring team traditionally, but, they do have it in them. The star player at the team, is no doubt about it, is Georgi Mihailovic, very highly rated. At the moment, he's unfortunately injured, which means for rivalry week, we're probably not going to get much utility out of him. But 127 euros for a limited, just under 600 euros for a rare, could be a good injury pickup because when this guy plays, he's a talisman. He's a guy that is the maverick in the team. It creates the goals. He's the guy that sells the names on the back of the shirts. Scores when he's playing. He's got the big greens in them, but he is like a decisive or not kind of guy. 10 goals and 14 assists in the last year contribute to these scores that you can see on screen, and the yellow ones are just when he's not getting it decisive. He's just not tackling, he's not tracking back and winning tackles and getting interceptions and all that good stuff. He's the guy at the top end of the pitch making things happen. Now, Romel Kyoto is probably the best SO5 card in this team in terms of bang for buck, utility, and just upside in general. 27 euros for a limited at the moment and 244 euros for a rare is pretty solid value. Do be wary, he does have cards issued as a midfielder and a forward. It's the forward one that's the more desirable one as far as I can see. And Montreal's form coming up, their fixtures coming up are very favourable for a forward, and Kyoto is one of these forwards that can get into the 80 plus range when he gets decisive actions. He's really good at the forward press, so he's always getting in amongst winning duels and interceptions, that sort of stuff. Unfortunately, that doesn't really help too much for forwards other than the duels, unless they get multiples of them in a match. The current #1 goalkeeper, Sebastian Breza, is a relative unknown to me. He has come really out of left field. Last season, Diop was #1. They also have Pantamid, I can't say the guy's name, in the squad as well. But at the moment, Breza is the #1. He's 107 euros for a limited, so compared to some of the other goalkeepers available in MLS, I think he's like 10-20% a bit too expensive, to be honest. His rares are pretty well priced, but it must be said, at the lower end of the market, at just under 700 euros. His scores are pretty naff. I suppose he's underdog qualified shortly if these scores keep up, which will be valuable. And this is his career to date. He's not had much of a sample size at the professional level. And he's done okay, since he's been in, but he's just not been amazing. Now, Montreal have a very understated collection of defender cards, it must be said. For the team I'll be building, I'll definitely just be putting in Rudy Camacho because he's pretty safe and he's really cheap. But there is solid cases to be had for Kamal Miller, Alistair Johnson, Zachary Brout Juilliard, Joe Waterman. All these guys are very solid defender cards, good bang for buck options as well. I just think Rudy Camacho is the no-brainer of the bunch. and deserves a mention. Like I've said when I've been making these videos, you do need a real star piece, a guy that's 70 plus capable to really take your team into the upper echelons and start winning cards and whatnot. Without Georgi Mihailovic, Montreal as a team, as an overall stack play, it's quite hard to envisage that, to be quite honest with you. Wanyama would come in for me because he's like the most nailed on player in the entire team. He's a captain and he can get really good scores from AA. The only thing with Wanyama is you just need to make sure he doesn't get bloody booked or something. Mason Toy has just came back from fitness. I had this card for a long time and recently sold him, but he is the American Thierry Henry. Honestly, like when you watch this kid, like he's really good. He's just been unfortunate with injury like for the last like 14 months or something. He's just came back and at the moment his price is on the floor at the moment, and you know the sample size, because we have Mason Toy here, is pretty naff because he's not been playing for ages. But if we were to take him out and add in Georgi Mihailovic, you can get a flavour of what this team would be capable of, because it's not too difficult to imagine Mason Toy's scores could reflect Georgi Mihailovic's in the sample piece here. You know, so you can get in amongst the tier 3s and whatnot. It feels like a very strong outfit for All-Star Rare, where you can get a guaranteed $50 or $25 for playing this team in the rare division, and for them hitting a minimum score of 250. Feels like this outfit would be really strong at doing that. But I think once Georgi Mihailovic comes back from fitness, this could be a really strong team. And again, we've just not had them all playing together for enough times to really see what the scores would be. But I think Mason Toy would outperform Wanyama, of course, and Georgi Mihailovic is one of the centrepiece cards here, along with Camacho's good big scores and Kyoto. So I think it does have really good upsides for quite a low entry point, but it's just not that exciting because Montreal are not a high octane team. They're not going to go and score, you know, buckets of goals every match or anything like that. They're more resolute, solid, don't make mistakes, and counter and attack in a kind of more deliberate fashion. A lot of these cards are already loved by sorare managers across the world because they've got lots of great, interesting profiles and value for money. A lot of them, especially a fit Georgi Mihailovic, can be very effective on the sorare leaderboards. I want to know what your thoughts are on Montreal and their cards in sorare. Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you have enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share and retweet and all that good stuff. Stay out of trouble, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Let's get into all the giveaway stuff before I let you go. I'm still doing monthly giveaways and I'm making it easier to enter. If you want to be entered to win this month's prize or any future giveaways here at the channel, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button, you need to be a subscriber to enter, then leave a comment down below. Each month, a random comment from a random video will be selected as the winner, so the more videos you leave a comment on, the better the chance you've got of winning any of my giveaways. All the winners are announced at the end of videos the same way as we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. As always guys, if you've enjoyed the video today, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. On screen now is some other stuff that I've made that YouTube thinks you might enjoy. Stay out of trouble, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.